Welcome to a DropTent Media production.
Hey, welcome to the Weekday Comics. I'm Dave Primiano.
And I'm Dan D'Aprile, and we're here to shoot the shit and talk the news.
It's like, you know.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, this is just, it's okay. This is how it happens. We talk. We basically just start rolling the cameras on a conversation that's already occurring. That's the fun of the Weekday Comics.
Exactly.
What's up, Dave?
Welcome to the, oh shit, you asked me a question. I'm
What's
well.
up?
I'm well. I was going to point out our new stickers.
Oh, yeah.
We are the Weekday Comics now with stickers.
I'm feeling good, too, for that exact reason.
Wow.
We got stickers.
Yeah.
We got merch. We got
Most
hoodies.
shows are proud of like, oh, we got new shirts, we got new hats. I go, we got stickers.
We got shirts.
Stickers. We got shirts, too, but these stickers.
Yeah, so look for those stickers on the bar bathrooms next to your mom's phone number.
Hey.
Boom.
That's why we're excited about the stickers, Keith, because we can't just like put our hoodies on people on walls. We
If
can't
you guys
force
would have
people to
made
look at
bumper
them.
stickers, I would have left. Bumper stickers.
No, we would never do that. That's Bush League Jay Yoder bullshit.
Yeah.
So, you're sitting under a Jay
I'm
Yoder
bored
bumper
with that
sticker.
comic.
Hey.
There ain't no
Oh,
honor
we-
students on this show.
See what I did there?
Yeah, there absolutely are no honor students
So
allowed on
special.
this show. No, we love
Yeah.
Big Jay. And our guest, we have an awesome guest tonight.
Yes,
We're
we
already
do.
chatting with him. I
I
can't
know.
even wait to introduce him. Go ahead.
Oh,
Dave?
I'm doing. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you
we
do it
got a
today.
comedian, producer, DJ, according
Yep.
to your Facebook name. All right, yeah, fucking
Yes.
hell yeah. Okay, I don't.
Jack of all trades.
I see DJs. Yeah, that's a jack of all trades. Exactly.
That's right.
Master of all. No. I'm kidding.
Master of all. I
Just
like
a true
that.
entertainer. You
I
do
know,
everything.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
He has a name too. I won't forget to say. Keith Purnell is here.
There you
Thank you.
go.
Thank
Sometimes I just forget to say the guest.
Sometimes we get
Yeah.
so caught up in the introduction we never introduce the
Thank
guest.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Keith.
No problem, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we were super excited. We were super excited to have you here because we knew you had a lot to talk about Taylor Swift. You had a lot to talk about.
I
A
know.
lot of
team-
things going on
a
in the
team put
culture.
up 70, but that's what fucking took the headlines.
Why
NFL
is
this
who
week.
he's banging in my threads? I don't care, man.
We all know, Bo. It's like, it is
Hey.
funny though, right? A lot of things happened in the NFL this week, crazy stories, and all anyone can talk about.
I'm watching an Eagles game, and they talk about a dude who ain't even playing in either game. Different network, different night. Like,
Yeah.
jeez.
It's the crossover event of the century. It's one of the few things that like middle-aged men and like teenage white women are coming together for. Like,
You know, that's not that kind of newsworthy.
finally, for once, that's in the
Yeah.
news, and it's not a bad thing.
You
Yeah.
know what's newsworthy though? Okay, Travis Kelsey. What did you see his ex-girlfriend?
He,
She was African American.
I thought,
Oh.
I thought that's.
He went from black coffee to cream.
He did go back.
But you seen
That's-
you seen the bodies? Yeah,
Yeah.
Taylor Swift ain't cream. She's like skim milk. She's like 2%.
I saw a
She
picture of
is.
her in that. She's never done it for me personally.
No?
In that, yeah.
She's okay. She's pretty. She's tall. She's really tall.
I hate
so for
tall.
me, that's
Is
yeah.
she tall? Or
Yeah,
she
she's
just-
like
I thought she just had long legs, but she like one of like that picture's tall, but then you meet her in person and she's like 5'3".
no. I
yeah.
think she's taller than that. I always thought of her as much taller, but whatever. She's all right. But I know what you mean. Kelsey's he's a big dude. She's very tight. She's
it
like a
ain't gonna
generally
last, man. She's
Yeah.
gonna do an album about him next year.
100%. It's crazy
That's
what
gonna be
that
out
album's
next
going to be
year.
about. Yeah. But he better not cheat on her or something because she'll fuck his whole life
Yeah.
up. Because she sets that
yeah.
army, the army of Swifties on him.
The
The
Like,
mom
is
looked
that what they
annoyed.
call it? Swifties?
Swifties,
yeah.
yeah. Any
So
Taylor
the-
Swift super fans call a
Beyonce got
Swiftie.
the what is it? The bees, the beehive,
The beehive?
The bees, yeah,
Whatever it is,
the Bayhive, something like that.
Is that a new thing? As I'm trying to
The
think of it.
Swifties.
the Swifties?
'Cause
You
as-
can't
yeah.
fuck with them.
As our listeners know, I stopped listening to music in 1998, and I'm trying to think if any of the bands that I liked had. Did the Beatles Did the Beatles even have like a name for their fans?
Yeah, the whole country.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think they just Beatlemania. was what
Beatlemania
generally
was like
what it was
the,
called.
that was
right?
the name of the symptom, but not
not the disease.
yeah the name that is the disease,
They
not
didn't
the
have a name for Michael Jackson fans either. Remember?
Mm-mm.
no.
I mean, that's
You
when
make-
you're the king of
you
pop.
make grown men cry.
Yeah.
You see them videos in the concert, Michael, they cry. I'm
True.
like, passing out. I'm like, dude, really?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's another guy where they just assume he's the king of pop. We're all just the subjects of pop.
He could beat any scandal. That's how fucking good he is.
He just moonwalks right out of it.
There's some people that are just above the accusation.
Above child porn. So I mean, child molestation.
Right.
I
like
mean,
real. Yeah. He was.
Some
feeding
things
him
you
wine
can't
and
get
stuff.
over. He got over that. You know.
Yeah.
So.
He got over
the
it.
The talent beat the crime on this. Like the.
Yeah.
If the crime was at a 9.5, he fucking put out 10s, and that's how you stay above that shit.
Putting out 10s is actually how he got into trouble in the first place.
Well, the talent level in this room, we jaywalk. We're done. Our career's over. We're canceled. You didn't cross at the crosswalk?
Yeah.
Boycott his show.
100%. Yeah. And right. And that is like a time thing too, right? Because that happened at the very tail end of the stars can do whatever they want and get away with it.
Yeah, but they brought it. I mean, because they brought up something Kevin Spacey did, 20 some years ago.
Oh, when they're trying to get him,
Yeah,
he's
but,
beaten everything but one. And he's got to litigate one of those cases.
but
he's beat them all.
He's still canceled from movies forever.
And I thought he's creepy.
He is creepy.
Yeah.
I feel like that.
He may have beat old charges, but Hollywood finally said, "Yeah, dude, you're a little creepy."
Yeah, but he was like a 9 on the talent scale.
He was very good. His career was on the downswing, though. I feel like if this was like
the
usual
I don't know about
suspects-
that.
Last thing he put out was Baby Driver before he was
He
done.
wasn't on the downswing. He was on the down low. There's a big difference.
That's true.
True. He tried to gay his way out of the accusations too.
Then finally he said, so what? I am. And then they were like, no, don't try and join the boat now.
Right.
I straddled a kid, but I'm gay. You love that, Hollywood, right?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely.
Come on, right, give me something here.
I admire at least the attempt, the sheer balls of like, this has never been done before. Let's just see if it works.
Just say you can.
I had my friend make up a graphic for me with the broken coffee cup on the ground that says, I'm a gay man. Like you're just pulling excuses out to get away with the thing. But why was a 14-year-old passed out in an adult party anyway?
You ever heard of Drew Barrymore?
Wasn't
back in the day, it was normal.
Yeah, wasn't it Elton John's
She was
party?
an alcoholic before she was like 12 or something like that.
Yeah, there's too many stories like that. I mean, like that's all that shit comes out. Jonah Hill had a girl come out and say that too. Like, Jonah Hill kissed me at a party when I was 16 or whatever. Like all this shit comes out. Like people talk about that shit.
Totally
that's like old Hollywood. That's just the way it worked. Those people were all like, whatever. Now they're all getting in trouble. Well, some of them, I guess.
Well,
some of them are just making shit up, like Hassan Minaj, right?
That's
Like
true,
who knows
yeah.
what the fuck's going on with that guy? Because I don't know what's true.
But Terry Crews, man, the guy went up and
Yeah.
now look, I'm gonna say this: if you're gonna grab somebody, not knowing their reaction, that'd be somebody if they hit you, it wouldn't be enough. That could have really went the wrong way,
Right?
But then he kind of punked out. Was like, well, I didn't want to make a scene.
That just shows you the power that these guys have. Like Terry Crews was scared of what would happen if
he was as big as he is, pumping up his little pecs and all that stuff, and the muscles, and he was scared.
Yeah,
an old white dude grabbed his balls. He's like, "Yo, hey, dude."
That's actually kind of a good argument for when
he's like crying, like he grabbed his shirt, like,
yeah.
His wife's like, "What's wrong?" He's in the tub showering.
I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, it's
the fucking crying game on the
$2 million. I'll let you touch it. I got morals, but hey, I'm a businessman.
I know it's like you don't know how you'd react until you're in that situation or whatever. But I like to put myself in the shoes of like the Louis C.K. women and stuff, and be like, is he taking me on tour? Because personally, Dan D'Aprile, not anyone else. Anyone else can act however they want, but Dan D'Aprile, I might let Louis jerk off in front of me if I get to go on tour with him. I don't care. He's not touching me, right?
Stories.
It happened. It wasn't like he jerked off. Well, let's not assume everybody knows what happened, Louis C.K.
Right. We don't really know.
No, I'm just saying people listen. Everybody knows. He'd be sometimes comics share rooms. Sometimes it was in the green room. He's talking. He goes, "Hey, you mind if I,
You gotta.
Some of the women were like, ha, 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 yeah,
right,
whatever.
They thought
he was joking, and he starts doing it, and they're like, oh my gosh, oh well, whatever. Some didn't say anything. So these are stories of past that came out.
Right.
So I'm like, at what point do you go like, but damn, dude, like if you started whipping out right now and we're in a room alone and you think I'm going to join in, I'm like, yo, man, we got a problem.
That's the second half of the podcast.
That's the Patreon.
No wonder you got me on the couch here.
That's right. It's a casting couch,
right.
actually. No, yeah, it's I don't know. Sometimes I look at that stuff and I go, for me personally, maybe I'm just jaded or like more fucked up or able to process that shit. I look at that and I go, yeah, I think I would live. I don't think I would be like forever. Like, although when I heard like
but
his
3
agent,
years later, are you going to be crying?
Me, probably not. So I'm not going to judge anyone else, but I don't think that I would have taken that. I might have been one of those people that came out way later because I would have been like, yeah, whatever. It happened.
Story. Yeah, it was on the road.
And then all of a sudden it's like 20, 25 people are like, oh, he did it. And then I'd be like, oh, yeah, I would probably be like, I don't care. But yeah, me too. Just so y'all know. Like,
yeah.
but
Sarah
like,
Silverman came out and got with the whole,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it happened,
right.
whatever. It
Yeah.
didn't bother me. And then a whole bunch of people gave her shit.
that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Right. I forgot about that. Right.
I don't know. The only thing I got away from it, not the only thing, but the one, like, the one story was like, he had 2 girls, and like they said, they just started laughing when he did it, and he finished. I'm like, God damn, I could never finish if 2 people were fucking laughing at me.
Yeah.
It
I don't
feels
have-
like that's like part of the thing for him. Like for everything I've
Yeah.
known about Louis from watching his shit, I feel like that's all part of it for him.
That's
you know
like
what
my
I mean?
barometer of stardom. When I get that, like, I'm that confident in life that I just.
I think I look at him now and I just wonder what his old face was. At
Nah.
the,
Yeah, I don't know, but that shit all happened. But a lot of the shit that happened to Hassan Minaj,
That's
didn't.
true. Did you heard about the
So
Hassan
what's the
Minaj
full?
thing?
Is that the
Yeah,
guy who said?
Yeah, he's like the Daily Show
guy? Yeah.
comic.
Not everything is real. And
He invented a couple, like in his premises rather than in
No.
his punchlines.
let me
He
say
made up
this.
some stories.
Okay,
yeah.
so look, man, we're comedians, man. Everything ain't 100% true.
Right.
Me personally, like I had a friend of mine. He wanted to go over a bit with me, and he went over the whole thing saying a neighbor came over, blah 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 blah, and I went, oh, it's okay. I'm like, eh. And then I says, what did he really ask for? He goes, nah, he didn't, but I just thought it'd be funny. And you know what? At that point, I was like, because it didn't happen, I can sense that it's not real with
Right.
you.
Yeah.
You tell a true story, your body language, your face, everything different than something that's kind of made up.
Yep.
Now you can exaggerate shit. Everyone
Right.
exaggerates. All my stuff, I mean, some things happen and I take it to that next level
course.
where,
Yeah.
But
Kevin Hart with the deer, bro. Remember he did that whole thing?
Yeah.
He was saying, like that would be a lie, but he did that whole thing. That didn't really happen.
Of
He
course
even said it was a lie, but it's just funny.
Right.
But it shouldn't matter. He's entertainment. know,
Right.
yeah, but
You go and watch Star
did he-
Wars, you don't really think they got lightsabers and this and that. Like,
No.
Oh my gosh.
I hope.
I think the thing with Hassan, when I first read this story, I was exactly where you were at, which was like, who cares? We make stuff up all the time.
Right.
Then I actually read what he was saying. The only thing I think people have a legit complaint is that he was making up stories that he didn't have to make up. Like he was making up stories of like, this person that I knew growing up was racist to me at prom in front of everybody, and it hurt my feelings. And this just goes to show you how racist America is. And then it comes out that it never happened. Well, then I kind of go like, dude, there were so many true, real things you could have pointed at to show how racist America is. To make something up does kind of feel, like you said, to me, it cheapens it a little. And part of being a good comic is we can make those parts of the exaggerations of our joke almost seamless with the true parts of the joke.
Well, here's
So
the
I feel
thing.
like sometimes it can be misleading.
Okay, Mo, that story, was that part of a joke or was it just part of his
Yeah,
bio?
I don't actually know that part
So
either.
here's
If he
the-
tried
just
to,
say
if he
this,
tried
it's
to
part of
tag
your
it,
bio, yeah, don't lie shit. But wait, let me just say
Oh,
this. You tell a story and you do a bit and people are laughing their asses off. Does it matter if it's true or not?
I think
The
no.
whole point is that you're making them laugh. And
I
they go,
agree.
you're funny.
Yeah.
Or
I
that
agree.
joke was funny.
I agree.
So I don't care if I said I was an astronaut, and here's the astronaut training I went through, and it's funny. And they go, "Were you really an astronaut?" Nah, I just
No.
made it up. And they go, "Oh, okay, well that's a funny bit."
Right.
the
I
world
feel
does
like
need more
I
of
don't
that
think they're
crossover.
gonna
I
believe
would love to
that
see
a
some-
black guy's an
yeah.
astronaut, even though we had a black
we've
female.
had a
we
black,
had a black,
black
yeah.
astronaut
We
died on.
lost.
Well, yeah, the Challenger.
Yeah, that Challenger
right?
photo
Yeah.
was very diverse. That's the sad thing. That's our
And
best
that's why
example
white
of
people
NASA.
go,
Yeah,
no more minorities in outer space. He
You
took
know-
the janitor out and put him in the cockpit
I'm almost positive that someone did say that. You don't hear a lot of racism associated with NASA, but I
there's
bet
a
you
whole
there
movie.
probably was some guy that was like, "See what happened."
There's a
Like,
whole
come on,
movie
bro.
dedicated
I
to
wouldn't want to
racism
say
in NASA.
I wouldn't have to
Well,
call
that's
back
true.
and be like, yes, NASA, no NASA.
Oh,
Nah,
now we got to hear your astronaut material
Yeah,
on
right.
stage. Yeah, that is the fucking killer.
Now
That is
dancing
hilarious.
out moonwalk.
Yeah, that's true.
See what I did there?
Well, Keith, I will say to our viewers that like to check out our guests, you are so naturally fucking funny like that. When we first met, the first time I met you, we did a show together. And we said hi before the show, but we didn't really hang out till after the show.
Right.
And I remember it was me. Then the feature was a guy, a really, really funny road guy who works all over the place, opens for a lot of headliners. And I went up and it was like right after COVID lockdown was ending. And they were still doing outdoor shows. It was way too cold to be doing it. And they were still doing it. So this audience, they were all bundled up. They were tight. I went up, had an up and down set. This really, really great road feature came up. You had an up and down set. You start thinking, it's one of these nights. And you walked out there, man, and you had people belly laughing, falling off of picnic tables and stuff. You set that room on fire. It wasn't a room. It was like a porch. But you set it on fire. It was freezing.
They had those heater things. And
Yeah.
people were like,
They are
bundled up.
ineffective. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like, yeah. Well, let me just say this, man. I approach hitting the stage when I'm writing, jokes and bits and stuff like that, as if I paid $50 and I go, make me laugh.
Yeah.
So somebody can be up there just doing okay. And I go, was this worth the admission? I want to give them the admission's worth and more.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was okay. And sometimes you got to know to turn the switch on.
You just turn it on for sure.
It's nothing. Then you should say, you should do that all the time. Well, yeah, it's just like an athlete. It's like, yeah, I was playing good. And then the dude late hit at me and that got the whole team fired up.
Yeah.
They should be fired up all the time. But
Right.
sometimes you just turn that switch on. It's kind of hard to explain. But I remember that night. It was freezing.
It was freezing that night.
And it was like, yeah, but you got to love what you do.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was what I was saying. It's just like, it's one of those things where I actually love it when it happens, even when it like kind of happens at my expense. And I'm one of the comics that kind of struggle. I love when you're like going in thinking like, okay, it's cold. This is what the laugh level is. I see another great comic get like similar laugh levels. I'm like, hey, we're hitting the ceiling in this room. And then someone comes in and just has the beat of the room and is just like blows the roof off. That's a good feeling as someone who loves comedy and someone that loves to do this as a fan, But yeah, burning with jealousy as a comic, of course. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I've been in both roles.
It was really fucking rewarding.
I've been in both roles, and I fucking love the latter.
Oh yeah, when you are the comic that is
such a piece
burying the
of shit.
lineup. Oh god, what a great feeling that is.
It is.
Yeah,
But
it
real
really is.
quick,
If you didn't book the show, then you're responsible for every comic that each.
Right,
But if you're just on the show, fuck those other.
Right,
comics.
100%, 100%. It's not a competition, but like when you win, it still feels good.
Especially you don't know them.
Yeah.
I like your
yeah.
motivation, because my motivation during COVID for when I was writing jokes was, I would risk people's grandparents for this.
Mask off. All right, fucker.
This joke. I want these people to not regret coughing on their grandparents after a set.
So let me say this about this. First, this is totally off subject, and I'll go back to what we were just saying. How do you pronounce your freaking last name?
Oh, it's D'Aprile.
I'll be saying like D'Aprile.
That's okay.
Yeah.
D'Aprile.
So
D'Aprile.
So funny enough,
like black people are not good with apostrophes.
I know. But like,
even like Deshaun, if there was an apostrophe, we'd fuck it up. No, that's why we spell the whole name out. It should be apostrophe, but we put the E's and all that.
I was just saying that, like, I feel like really close to the Eagles running back DeAndre Swift because he's got the apostrophe. He's D''E, his first name.
But you know what?
He's
the average black person, how they spell it. And wait, do you see his freaking dad?
Yes.
Dad
Oh
is
my
the
god.
Hulk.
They should
Like,
put
did
his
anyone
dad.
sign him yet?
Yeah, I
Did
was
he
gonna
say
say,
cute guy?
I said, did anyone sign him yet?
Oh,
no.
I could have sworn he said cute guy. Did you say or huge?
Huge, maybe?
Huge,
I
maybe,
forget
don't
what
know.
I say.
I'm like, what are you drinking? A Bud Light over there, dude?
All
That's,
right, yeah.
not today, Satan.
You, you get a couple.
Or, yeah.
I guess it is today, Satan.
Not today. Yeah,
huh?
today, Satan. Because
Today,
they
please,
rejected me upstairs, and I called that guy cute.
He's a cute guy.
No,
Bro.
that guy was built like a brick shithouse, though. His dad,
yeah.
holy
But yeah,
shit.
it is D. But see, he's got both parents. When you single parent and you in the hood, it ain't no D apostrophe.
There's no time for it.
Deshaun is D-E. Ain't no Deshaun. Ain't no apostrophe. You don't do
Right.
apostrophe. So I was calling you everything else.
Oh, that's okay. I'm so used to it.
D'Aprile. What is it again?
It's D'Aprile.
D'Aprile.
But I'll tell you what, actually,
See, now look, D'Aprile with an apostrophe. It ain't D'Aprile.
it's right. So
It's an unnecessary apology.
it is an unnecessary apostrophe.
silent.
It complicates.
If it's silent, why put it
It
there?
basically is. It complicates my life fucking endlessly. And I almost changed it when I started comedy. And then one of my best friends was like, "Don't you want to be good enough that they learn how to pronounce your name?" Which was so inspiring at the time. I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Okay.
Now it's like I should have just been with something.
Our first episode, I accused him of unitalifying his name.
The dude,
Yeah.
hold on, one of the dudes from Miami, like the Dolphins, they scored 70 points.
Yeah.
One of the dudes that scored 4 touchdowns. Now he wants his name. It's like Dachin, D-H-N. He wants to spell different or
Can we not
pronounce
talk
different.
about my
Really?
50-point bench players? on this fucking
Oh, really?
episode?
You left
Yeah.
him on the bench?
Well, why would I have played him? He had 3 points total
Yeah.
the 2 games.
You know what's going to
last
happen?
year.
He's going to play him next week.
I already
Go get
I've
it.
already
That was
put
me
him in
with
the
fucking
lineup.
Puka
but-
Nakua. Thanks, Puka, for nothing.
But- Yeah, you're right. Fucking, I thought you were going to bring up because I wasn't going to fucking learn how to pronounce Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa.
Yeah, I still don't. And
whatever,
that dude's
yeah.
fucking ball. He's going to be the MVP, and I got to
100%.
learn his name then
Yeah.
officially, like I did it with Antetokounmpo.
Right.
And
You can
Wamba.
pronounce it. You can pronounce the African names better than I can. I was like,
I lean.
know this
I
dude.
lean. Okay, so it's not racist that I lean into it a little bit.
Oh, and Keith, I'll tell you what. I can tell a black person nails my last name. I can tell they're Haitian because they got it. Like they know the D'Aprile, like they just got it. It's like, oh,
D'Aprile.
yeah. They're like, oh,
French?
you're
Oh,
Cajun. They're either Cajun or Haitian.
Parlez-vous français?
Piquito, no.
Paquito.
It's Spanish.
Motherfucker went Spanish.
It's Spanish. But yeah, no. Half my family goes by D'Aprile, and half my family goes by D'Aprile.
And
See,
so
I was
you're not
right
wrong.
saying
You're not
the
wrong.
April.
You're not
I
wrong.
fucking knew it.
And those
half
two
my-
families don't talk to each
Yeah,
other.
no.
anymore.
We'll go to family reunions. I'll be talking to my cousins sometimes.
One
and we'll be
shows
like,
up in Beamers, the other show up in fucking double wides.
wait.
So
That's probably more true than you know. I don't know if it breaks down on the name pronunciation, but I'm gonna run a test.
D'Aprilles?
Yeah.
We're the D'Aprils.
It does. It is like
Wait, he's the classy side.
I'm the classy side. If I'm the classy side, our family's in fucking trouble.
You
It
don't
is-
own a full hat yet. All you have are netted hats. That's not classy.
I have a few, but I like to wear the nets. I like my head to breathe, you know?
So look on that thing, right? So back to where, okay, with the switch or whatever, you know,
Yeah.
you get that fire.
Your comedy
So
drive.
I
to turn
was
it on.
asked to appear or host this comedy festival. I don't want to say nothing bad yet because I want to go back. It's getting ready to happen. So it was this comedy festival. They had they had big stars,
Yeah.
comedians each week. But leading up to it, they had these little small events. So I was in one of the smaller events. So they said, yeah, we want you to host. I'm like, okay, it'll get me in.
Right.
I just wanted to get in. So they had these two, they advertised, nobody ever heard of, national headliners. They've done this, and tonight they throw all these big things out. I'm like, okay, all right. So it was a dude and a girl. You know how you can just talk to somebody beforehand and just go like, oh, they seem like they're really funny. You can just,
Mhm.
and I was just like, I'm not really sensing.
Mhm.
Right.
I wouldn't even sense that they were comedians.
Right. Yeah.
I hate
yeah.
to say that, but I go, hey, never judge a book by its cover. I've seen guys that I didn't think,
Right.
would be funny who crushed, but at least I knew they were comedians. So
There's like an aura when you're
Right.
talking to a comedian.
I
yeah.
went up and said, hey, how you doing? I'm Keith Purnell. I'm going to be emceeing tonight. You guys want to say anything? They're like, no. This and that. How long you been doing it? I said, I've been doing it for a long time. Okay. And they're in their conversation and they looked at me like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. Just from that there, I was like, these motherfuckers gonna get it. That switch was turned on.
Yep.
And it's funny, I can't say that I was going to go up and do my best anyway because I wanted to impress,
of course,
the people putting it on.
But you had that added juice.
But I was like, the switch is on.
This just became a $60
They
show.
said, do 10 minutes up front. I'm like, no problem.
You got
that 10 minutes was fire.
Right.
I mean, fire. Like, bam, from the beginning. And you know I got good improv.
Of course, yeah.
The first 5 was improv, killing. I did a couple bits, bam. Left the stage smoking, brought the dude up. Nothing.
Yeah, right.
Nothing. And then when I got off, the girl goes, "Hey, that was they, you know, that was pretty good, you know."
Pretty good.
I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
The guy got 1 to 10. I say 4.
Right.
And I just felt bad for him. Like, okay, not for him, the crowd, because they're just like sitting there now.
Right.
I said, all right. I said, do you mind if I do a few minutes in between? You know, and she's like, "Oh no,
salvage that fucking shit.
Get the energy up."
She said, "No, yeah, you can do a few." So I'm just do a couple things. Did a couple bits, just a couple bits. It was just say it was. I wish I could say it was 5 minutes. I just went up and talked for a few.
Yeah.
Bam, boom.
Yeah.
Bring her up, and it just like leveled off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, these are the ones that they pump as this or that.
Right.
And I go. And the lady who runs the festival was there. So she had a whole table of people. They were, I mean, I'm all to the side by the bathrooms, by the bar, and people were like, "Oh man, you were so good."
That's awesome. That's such a good feeling.
So afterwards, the girl it leveled off. It did okay. And I'm thinking I'm going to get a call or something. Nothing. The festival is coming back. Matter of fact, it starts, I think, next month. I'm waiting to hear if I get a call.
Hey,
Alonzo Bolden is one of the.
Oh, he's
it's
amazing.
like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah,
they got Alonzo Bolden. Damn, I wish I could remember the other 2 names, but they're big names.
Mm-hmm.
But Alonzo Bolden, the last one, I worked with him before.
He's awesome.
And he's really cool.
Yeah, I've met him.
When I did Last Comic Standing, he was a judge.
Oh, cool.
I tried to be like, Alonzo. He was like,
yeah.
I didn't get on, but so he's there. So I'm hoping I get the call. I'm just waiting to see. So saying those names, people are going to be like, Alonzo Bolden, where's Keith Purnell going to be at?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying anything. Dewey Comedy Festival. The Rehoboth Comedy Festival.
Okay.
So
is this,
it's a nice
time. So because I did the show with you in Rehoboth. Yeah, Rehoboth adjacent recently. And it was like more of a, I wouldn't say right-wing crowd, but like right-leaning. So like were these like maybe like city comics that are like.
No, they were like,
or like
I looked up both of them.
Mm-hmm.
The girl does a lot of stuff, and that gave me hope to where I'm like, okay, I got to work on a couple things. Like, you know what, I could still freaking look. I'm not tooting my own horn, but I know where I stand to hear, and I'm just like, you know what. And at that moment, and that was last year, I just totally changed. So I may not be singing locally a lot. I'm still not a household name, but I tailored my act to being on the road to where I can do this crowd, and it's been doing well.
I've not only never seen you do poorly, I'm not sure if I've seen you in front of every kind of crowd, but I would believe 100% that you're the kind of guy that could literally walk into any room and get
I haven't had a bad set in you know what? The last bad, you know what I don't do well at? It's odd. I do okay at heel punchline.
Oh,
I personally don't think I do well there.
Interesting.
I've heard a lot of
people. 2 times I've been there,
it's
like kryptonite. I'm like, and I do okay.
Yeah.
You know, I don't do bad.
Right.
I don't kill. I just do okay.
Right. You're not meeting your standard, though. Yeah.
I have heard from other comics.
I get off so bad. I don't know why. It's something about the room.
Yeah.
It's kryptonite in the room. I'm just like,
I've heard it might be the acoustics. I've heard like a lot of comics just can't hear the crowd.
No, it ain't that.
I mean,
I'm telling you, it's just my feeling.
Yes.
I've done a lot of big rooms. I was at Caroline's. First time I was at Caroline's.
Right. Oh, that's nice.
Oh my gosh, man. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I was nervous, but after I got to get that first laugh.
Yep. Once you get that laugh, everything kind of smooths out. Any butterflies.
I do okay there.
What kind of like was it like one of their like local showcase nights? Was it opening for?
Nope. I've worked with other comics.
Okay.
Matter of fact, me and Brad Trackman did something. He's a nice
Brad.
guy. But I mean, I thought I did okay, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the manager and said, "Hey, I hope I did all right." She says, "No, you did fine." And I'm like,
All right.
Me personally, I was like, ugh. I recorded the set. I was like, no.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, it's like the bar. I consider 51% of the audience, like, I've heard this as well. Like, if you're getting paid to do a show and you get 51% of the audience is laughing, you did your job.
Mhm.
Right.
But anytime I do
right.
that, I'm like, oh, that set was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like drinking a
I
non-alcoholic
set my
beer.
bar high. My bar is set high, personally.
Agree.
And there are times where I go, I always do the 1 to 10. I had a 6 or 7. People are like, are you kidding me? You killed it.
Yeah.
That's fine. But I always give myself room to grow.
Yep.
And then there are times where I go, yeah, I fucking knocked it out the box. And then you know what I do? I'll watch and this happened one time. I thought I killed one night. I mean, I did really good. And I was like, man, I could do this and that. And I could do it Netflix.
Yeah.
I watched Dion Cole's, his second one. And I was like,
yeah.
My Netflix special would just be okay. I've seen some comics on Netflix, so I'm like, they gave them a special.
I was gonna
I
say
don't understand
more
a
often
lot
than
of
not, I have the other reaction where I watch these guys on Netflix and I'm like, all right. I mean, they're good, but it's not like any better than some of the best people that I see locally.
Right.
And then like Dion's just everything he does. But
dude.
there's some comics where you watch and you're just
I've been a fan of his, and I go, I am not saying my age, but I remember when Comic View started.
Okay.
Here we go. You ready for this?
We're just gonna make up an age for you.
You
later.
ready for this?
Yeah.
Nah, here, I'm really going to date myself on this. I remember when cable started.
Damn. Okay.
I remember when HBO first came on.
The original.
Ooh.
Here's how old I am.
I mean, I guess
At 12 o'clock,
porn.
they would
titties.
show they would do the national anthem
Oh shit.
at midnight, and then it would be all snow until 6 a.m.
I think you're talking about
This is
HBO
on every channel.
HBO at midnight. Time for
Nope.
some titties.
Yeah, that's right.
I had Prism.
yeah.
That
Prism
was the
titties.
best for softcore.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Because my parents were cheap, but my dad wanted to watch the Sixers
The
and Flyers.
Flyers were on
So, yeah.
Prism, yeah.
Titties at midnight because
Yeah.
of the Sixers and Flyers.
Same. My dad wanted to watch the Flyers, so I got to watch
all
titties.
right, you ready for
Thanks,
this?
Dad.
You ready for this? I remember this is crazy, man. I saw my first set of titties on HBO.
Cool.
You know what it was? Phantasm.
Oh, all right. Phantasm.
There's a scene right at the beginning of the movie,
Yeah.
and the guy's brother is banging his chick in the cemetery,
Yep.
and he looks up, and she takes off her shirt, and I'm like, what? I'm looking at the TV like this, like it was 3D. I'm like, what?
You go through the years of scrambled porn, so this is even.
Oh
before
yeah, because you
scrambled
get the
porn?
box.
You
Yep,
get that-
and you'd have to look at the.
There was a movie
bending.
that I didn't have Prism. We had HBO. There was HBO and Prism. It was
Yeah.
just those two.
Right.
Now on this little box, it had a cord to it, and you'd hit the. Let me put this down. I don't want to spill shit. You would hit the button, and it would go.
Yeah.
It would make that sound every
Yep.
time you hit the buttons. But HBO was 14. Prism was 15. Prism was next to it, and they had a fine-tuned button for some weird reason.
Oh shit!
Ah.
So I
You
would
could
switch
smooth it
on
out.
the Prism, and if you were lucky, it would be in black and white with snow. If you fine-tuned it just right, you'd be like, "Oh, look at that! It's a fucking nipple." No, it's a shoulder. Fuck. Okay. We actually watched, and the one movie, soft porn movie I watched on Prism, through the fine-tune, black and white. Sometimes it would come in color a little
Bend
bit.
out. Yeah.
There was a porn Cinderella.
Okay.
And what happened was Cinderella, the genie was this black dude. It wasn't a fairy godmother. It was this black dude, and he gave her a snapping.
Fairy god brother.
Very good.
He gave her a
You could-
snapping thing.
You could say whatever you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so when
you're
she
allowed
was
to say whatever you want.
snapping pussy. So when she was riding, it'd be like. And so when she was at the ball, it was like it was just this whole fuck fest.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
at the
this big
ball,
orgy, yeah.
and the prince was with Cinderella, and it was going, and he fell in love with her. She runs off, and she leaves her thong or something like that.
Right. Her glass slipper fit just right.
Yeah. So that was the whole thing. But
Yeah, that's
I
hilarious.
watched that on the fine-tuned button on the
Man,
That's
adolescence.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
Now people are gonna
Sounds
look
like-
up when Prism started, when cable started, and they're like, "Damn, how old are you?"
I mean,
Yeah, we
yeah, you're around the same age. I guess
you're older, a little older than I am, and I guess Dave too. Then by
Okay, well, what numbers are we talking?
I'm
What,
40.
oh no,
I'm
let me say, what
39.
year did you graduate?
I
01.
2002 for me.
Y'all ready for? Oh shit!
Nah,
Hey,
hey,
you look You've aged way more
me
gracefully.
just
Yeah, I
say
was
at
gonna
this point.
say-
At this point, you'd be pooping.
I graduated high school in 1985.
Oh, god damn.
lordy.
Okay.
I was born
Wow.
in '83.
Yeah,
There's a reason why I'm
84
on
for
this
me.
couch, man. I got fucking gout. I got osteoporosis.
But you still bring more energy on the
My
stage than
handicap parking.
20-year-olds. You know,
Hey, man.
Dave and I combined probably don't equal the energy you bring out.
I just
into,
said
into
it's
what you
funny. I got high energy, but I don't move them. I sweat like crazy. Like, but, hey, I have a good time.
Well, the stage, even when you're standing perfectly still, the stage makes you sweat.
do. Yeah, it's a very sweaty endeavor, stand-up comedy. That's one of the
Yeah.
magical things we hide from the audience. It's just how much we're fucking sweating, even when we're having good
Especially,
sets.
yeah, especially if a joke has, like, because I try to tag the shit out of everything, so I don't have any lulls. But there are some more set-up-y jokes, and I do start to feel a little bit of a sweat when I'm doing
Setup-y.
when it's more setup, like
Yeah,
with
yeah.
in between laughs.
Yep.
And like I guess it's like a nervous sweat. Like, fuck, if this doesn't land, then I just
You wasted
wasted a lot of time.
Yeah, I got jokes like that where it's like you can kind of feel you tuck in things that are funny but aren't exactly like a high punch while
see
you're
my
getting
leg?
there.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh.
We're gonna have the shot right up the leg, like
No, 'cause
Tarantino
I wore my
style.
good sneaks.
Is that actual pain, or did you buy them like that?
Okay, look, these jeans. Look, okay, look. I lost some weight. I lost a lot of freaking weight.
Congratulations.
Okay, I got.
How much?
So look. I had a divorce. I've been divorced for 2 years. All right, going on 3. 2 years.
Double muscle.
So look.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So
you
I
a
lost
lot of
weight.
Yeah.
Not that I was trying to lose weight. I don't know, depression or just I don't know. My wife wasn't cooking for me no more. I don't know. I lost weight. I lost weight, and like I can't fit any of my clothes. So I'm going out to buy freaking clothes and
Wow.
all the jeans. I don't know if y'all can see this shit. It got fucking paint and rips.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Pretty
look, fuck
ripped,
it.
yeah.
I'm 55 years old, man. I don't need to be wearing no skinny jeans, no ripped jeans. There's paint, all kinds of bullshit. I went to fucking Foreman Mills. And
Kohl's has the good pants still, right?
Do they? I
you
don't
go to
know.
Kohl's?
Fuck yeah, I do all my clothes shopping from Kohl's.
You're a what do they call it? You're
Jewish.
a man. He said Jewish.
And they get me every time because they give you the
So you
coupons.
fucking keep track of the fucking Kohl's cash?
Okay, well that's where they get me.
Ah.
Because
Yo,
that Kohl's
I
cash
tell you what.
expires 2 days after you fucking.
Yeah,
I don't
get it.
know
gotta
any
buy it.
male that knows anything about Kohl's cash. They go, I don't fucking know. My wife or my girlfriend takes it. I was in a strip club. This dude pulled out Kohl's cash. All the girls ran to him. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Kohl's cash.
I got the card though, so yeah, I
I can't wear Kohl's jeans, man.
I
I got a
don't know if
bulge in the front, man. I can't wear them
Oh,
fucking
okay.
Kohl's jeans.
all
I
kinds,
understand.
fucking Levi's, whatever the other kinds.
Levi's.
Isn't that are they not a
Do
thing
they sell
anymore?
Levi's at Kohl's? I don't know.
Wranglers.
Yeah,
What's
I don't-
What's the biggest jeans out there now?
There is
It's
none.
still got to be
Okay,
Levi.
look.
It was Levi's. I don't know what it is
Now
now.
look, in Germany, you can fucking like just say how much a pair of Levi's. Just say what, $30?
Yeah.
sounds about
You can
right.
sell them for $200 American.
Oh yeah.
American in Germany, in Europe, they go nuts over Levi's.
I have another
thing,
Levi's
yeah.
and Wranglers.
I got reasons to stay away from Germany.
We have so many fans there. Though.
Ah.
You have so many people that love you.
Why
there.
are you such a thrifty shopper?
No, I was just saying because I've been
Shit.
and skinny
Man,
jeans. That's what they.
yeah,
I can't, man. No, there's no way I'm
They're-
wearing that.
big
Well,
jeans
no,
are
I'm sorry. They
coming
call
back,
them
though.
tapered.
Yeah,
Tapered.
right. Big jeans are coming back though. Apparently, like girls are wearing big boxy jeans.
Say, hold.
Jenko's making
Notice
a
what you said.
comeback, right?
Girls.
Well, they set the trends, right? Girls start wearing baggy jeans, then we get to start wearing.
You know what's
baggy
fucked
jeans
up?
again.
No, here's the fucked up
Yeah,
trend. These fucking dudes wearing skirts, man. You see the rappers?
They're called Scottish.
No, white
we were
people
allowed
get
to
away
wear
with it.
skirts.
I don't want to see rappers, but these motherfuckers are wearing skirts.
Really?
I
Skirts.
yeah,
That's funny.
NBA players kind of like have been coming. Like they've been
No,
fucking,
rappers
Well,
before
NBA players will just wear
They're
anything, like James Harden.
They're getting
like,
paid to
that. No,
fucking.
well,
yeah.
here's why. You know what the whole? Okay, so this goes back to Allen Iverson. So Allen Iverson got hurt. You sit on the bench. You don't travel. You can't. A lot of people don't know this shit. When you're hurt and on injured, whatever, you're not on a traveling team.
Right.
So the home games, you show up. You got to show up. AI is from the hood. AI was showing up. This is the 90s when all the brothers was wearing the white tees,
Mhm.
jeans. You got the Air Force Ones. You got the gold, the chain, and the platinum or whatever, the diamonds. AI sitting on the bench with his white tee, hat backward, this or that. David Stern's like, that's not a good look for the NBA.
Yeah.
You know, you should be showing up to the games in a suit and this
Yeah.
or that. So, and I used to go, you know, a lot of people say, let them dress how they want, but, you know, it is a business. Here's the thing. And I didn't realize this till one of the guys, I knew a guy who played, he didn't play a lot of pro. He was on practice squads and this or that. Guys like almost 6'8", 6'9". A lot of those guys got to get suits custom made.
Oh, right.
It costs a lot.
Yeah.
The players are like, if they're going to pay for our tailor bills for us to wear suits
Right.
all the time, then yeah, because, you know, they went to the
that should
union
be
about
part
it.
of the agreement, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Agreed.
So what happened is the new dude, I don't know if David Stern, whoever the new guy, I forget his name.
Adam
the,
Silver.
the Jewish guy. Of course. Look, he was on it. He was
I like how you looked right at him.
No,
Like, hey,
Silver.
you
Where?
know.
He's got his picture on his fucking over his fucking bed and shit. Adam
I mean,
Silver.
I figured that has to do with me being a big
Adam
basketball fan
Silver,
over a
Adam
Jew.
Sandler, he's got them all.
If you had a connection with Silver and Sandler and you're not helping our podcast, I'm going to be very mad at you.
He said Silver.
We can have, yeah.
But look, he loosened up the dress code. So what these guys did was like, he says, just dress nice for the games. So I'm not gonna say as a joke, but these guys totally went overboard with it, just to say, hey, and then it became a thing.
You don't think some
Right.
like
To be more-
fashionistas paying them
Became
to
more, no,
rock their-
that came later on.
they do
It
now,
became
yeah.
more and more outrageous. Like, oh yeah, well look at this and look at this,
Right.
look at this. Westbrook, people laugh at the clothes he wears and little skirts and stuff. Him and his wife, they have a clothing line.
He's wearing her
Almost
stuff,
that Kanye
yeah.
West with the fucking that
Right.
motherfucker's crazy.
That guy's great. Like,
but that's where the
Well, Kanye, I
outfits.
thought just bringing back the white T-shirt because didn't he just make a what? He designed a white T-shirt that
Designed
cost
it.
$100 or something.
Wait a
Like,
minute, wait a minute.
His clothing.
No,
brand?
it was a white T-shirt with a rip. That's $100.
Oh.
you got to pay for the rip. Yeah, right.
That's $100.
That's crazy.
See,
And then
that
he had
should have
those.
been like because in the '90s the ripped jeans were cool because it was grunge rock.
Look,
Right.
when I
Whatever.
grew up, if you wore ripped jeans, you was poor. They laughed at you. We put patches. They had iron-on patches you
Oh.
put on your pants.
I remember
If you had
patches.
ripped jeans, or if your pants were baggy too big, that meant you got hand-me-downs from either your older brothers or they were like good. They had to fit. We had Jordache and Sassoon and all that shit. Then in the hood, I remember one time in high school, they had these little devils on the pocket, and the devil would be riding a bike,
I remember
playing
that.
tennis,
Okay.
Yeah,
playing.
I
It was
remember
like
that.
a cute little
Yeah,
fat
the
thing going
Cupid
on.
devil thing. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
I
that.
know you're
yeah,
talking
shit
about.
like that. So
That's fun. That must be one of the age differences we have because when I was coming up, big baggy jeans. You know.
oh yeah,
I
that
think
came.
was the
It
culture-
totally
was-
reversed.
yeah,
Right,
like
right.
And
cultural
now
difference too.
having your ass hanging out, which is in jail, meant that hey,
Mhm.
come fuck me. That now these
Right.
guys are wearing it on the street and shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're wearing bonnets. The girls' hair is for their hair when they get out the shower. Dudes are wearing that shit now. Dudes, stop wearing the damn bonnets.
Oof. I'm glad I lost my hair before the age of bonnets on dudes came around.
Yeah.
I guess then,
Yeah. Or
because you know me trying to stick with the trends.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine what you would look like with like a high and tight, like the
I
broccoli
did rock
hair.
I did rock the long hair in high school too.
Did you ever
Did you?
shave everything off? Or?
So because I'm lazy, so I just buzz it down to the lowest setting. I shaved it like once, but I was like, I got to do this fucking every 3 days. or
It's a
some
pain in
shit.
the
Fuck
ass
that.
to shave it.
I
Yeah.
am okay. Look, I got a sweaty head, but see, people say I'm going bald. Like I shave my head. I need a haircut, which is why I'm wearing a hat. But on the top, I got this round fucking circle.
Then you're going bald.
I know.
Yeah, that's-
I want to be bald, but I don't want to be balding.
I know what you mean. I got this right now. It's growing out a little bit. I would love to
He got
like,
that George Jefferson.
Yeah.
Weezy.
Except I'm not moving on up, Keith. I'm
Yeah.
here in the basement. I got this, and I like would love for God to finish the fucking
Mhm.
top because I'm just sick and tired of these little sparse remnants of my like soldiers up here.
You know they do
Yeah.
have the hair club for men.
I do know that.
You'll love the way you look. Oh no, that's men's warehouse.
just
that's
for
Men's
men.
Warehouse.
No, fuck. Oh, that's the suit.
I'm really glad you brought that up, but that'll come back at the end of the show. I'm like on the Bill Burr thing. They haven't worked out the kinks on the hair transplants yet. If you're super rich, like Elon Musk, you can get one and it looks good, or
Well,
Jeremy Piven. But I
well,
don't have that kind
You know
of
what
money.
they have?
so-
No. Like seriously. They have the thing that's really painful, expensive, where they do the transplant and it's surgically put in.
Yeah, they take like the back of your head hair and put it on the top.
No,
of your
they
head.
have like hair that they.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's expensive. You can make payments on it and all that
Right,
shit. I've done research on this shit.
But
But they also have these things, and it's not like a. I'm not going to say a toupee because people think a toupee they stick it on. They have these like hair wig thing and glue. Now you have to go regular. This is the hair club for men.
Oh, okay.
You go. Just say you go every 3 weeks. You pick the hairstyle, and they will cut it and barber it, and it'll be really nice. It's like this weird glue stuff that they put on, and you go every couple of weeks. They can either take it off, do the same one. I'm not going to say every 2 weeks, maybe every 3 weeks, depends.
Right.
But they have all different kinds of options. I'm not plugging them at all.
Just fucking
feel
bald
like
gracefully. Come on.
I feel like
But
also
I
in,
want to
like,
say, I wish my hair would stop growing. I used to be able to grow an afro, like seriously, when I was younger, in 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
I shaved. I got my beard coming in a little bit. People say, "You're 55, man. What you just for men? You do this or that." I have a little bit of grays, but this is it. I can't grow a beard like you. I've tried.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
It's a
I got like
blessing.
3 hairs on my chest. I'm 50 years old and shit.
Yeah.
That's
Lucky
all I got.
bastard.
I
My
know
shit's
you're a
getting-
fucking gorilla. Look
I
at you.
fucking I got so all the stragglers on the back of my neck.
I
now,
have
it's
that's
just
the problem area for me.
So I've never been more disgusted to look at my.
As a woman go, ooh,
Yeah, I got
like
shoulders.
ugh. They went from ooh to ugh.
Ooh. I was
Yeah.
never ooh. I've always had a pearly shape to me. But fucking-
He said apparently.
But they didn't run.
Yeah.
But
I feel like this is
They
I feel
can't
like this
run
is
when they're tied up.
I feel like this is advertising to women, like the way ladies I date obviously like bearded guys. So if you go in with a bearded guy, you got to know, like, it looks like this on the back and shoulders.
Bearded
too.
guys are getting on the ass.
We are. We're,
But hold on, Kelsey, that motherfucker. There we are bringing this
the,
motherfucker up.
the other Kelsey though. Oh,
He shaved this shit off, man. He look like he's on fucking Me, Myself, and Irene. One of those fucking Canadian cops.
Mountie.
Yeah, Canadian Mountie and
Yeah.
shit. What the fuck is that?
I do like that situation where it's like it's cool. It's like almost like out of a fucking book because she's fucking Travis, but she grew up in the Philadelphia area,
Yeah.
so she cheers for Jason. So like, you know what I mean? That's some weird love triangle.
I don't see
Tower,
what.
yeah.
There's nothing that attracts me to Taylor Swift. I mean, she's cute. You
She's got
know
like
what?
a
I had a
sourpuss
weird
face.
obsession.
Yeah.
See, I like that. I like.
I had a weird obsession with freaking Miley Cyrus.
Oh yeah, you were a Miley guy.
There was something about. No, well,
She tried to bring twerking to white.
over 18. It wasn't even
Yeah.
that. It wasn't but you know what? People think she invented twerking. It's twerking. She
No,
tried
yeah.
it. It didn't work.
Yeah, it was
She
not a good
twerked
twerk.
Alan Thicke, but all of a sudden everybody think they was fucking.
She
I'm like,
invented
I know.
twerking
they
the
didn't
way.
fuck on stage. She just bent over. You ever been to a house party in the black
Yeah.
neighborhoods?
She's just the
Shit,
Elvis
That was
of-
nothing.
she's
I
the
know.
Elvis
Like,
of twerking.
okay,
It caused his dad to die in shame.
but yeah, man,
Just
Miley would have got it. Miley would have got it. She still would get
Yeah,
it.
she still looks good.
That's my little hidden obsession.
Dan, what did you think?
I'm just laughing at Neil trying desperately to sound
so hard.
balance this.
I'm trying so hard to sound balance. Come
What,
on.
what our
Am I
audience
yelling?
can't see.
No. It's all good.
What our audience
It's-
can't see is that Neil, with it being being a live podcast, Neil works actually very hard behind
I
the
try
scenes.
to.
As much shit as we give him.
It's all good.
Yeah.
These mics, it's
How
fun.
long
It's-
is this show?
Oh,
yeah, it's we're
we're,
almost there.
we're
actually
about an
we
hour.
have a minute and a half until the news, right?
Yeah, we
Okay,
do
so
the-
we got one more topic
the
then.
news? Oh,
Yeah, we
okay.
do a
Then
we do
we'll
a news
close.
segment to close
We
out.
got to
the
keep the people
podcast.
informed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
This is
gotta be
how-
informed.
This is strangely how some of
Okay,
our
here's
viewers.
the news. Kelsey is dating Swift. If you start with that shit, I'm fucking hitting
I
you
don't
with
think
this beer
I don't
can.
think I have one on
Let me
that.
make sure I didn't make
Yeah.
that my first joke.
We can rearrange. We can adapt on the fly.
They're like, we need a commercial before the commercial news.
I'm gonna get punched by Keith Purnell. First live assault on our podcast. No, we do a news segment. It's very fun.
No, I know. How much you guys think I don't watch? How long is the show?
What is your name again? How long is this show?
D'Aprile.
Yeah.
I was right all this time. Every time
You
I
were
like
right.
your other side of the family, though.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, and me
The
too.
ritzy D'Aprile.
Yeah, the appeals. The motherfucker like the D'Aprils.
I like the E being pronounced at the end of his name too.
Yeah, a D'Aprile.
D'Aprile.
Yeah. Yeah. You know when you get
That is not Italian. D'Aprile is not
D'Aprile.
Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, it is. It's
I'm
what
not
I'm
a fan.
stuck with.
I want to do a podcast with that guy.
Yeah, me too. I want to be that guy. You know my opening joke. I want to be the guy my name sounds like rather than the guy I am. But what are you gonna do? You just gotta live with it. And our audience is gonna have to live with the news, which is coming up
All right.
right
Yeah,
now.
it's right now, guys. You want to hit it?
Yeah, hit it.
Hit it.
We're talking news. We're talking news. Talking news. We're here to shoot the shit and talk the news. Okay. Hey, all right. So as our audience probably knows, if we have any new listeners, I'll explain it to you here, Keith. So what we do is we have written 15 jokes about the news of the week. Dave and I do not confer. I do not know what horrible shit he has written. He does not know what awful things I have written. We are going to try and make each other laugh if we write a news story about the same, or a joke about the same news story.
I like you said his jokes were horrible before he even did it.
That's okay. They usually are.
He's like,
I don't like this week's joke. I was too hungover.
I don't like mine. I don't like mine either. I've just had, it's been rainy. I've been like,
so here's a joke meter. I'll go, ugh.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. You
can
actually
rank 'em
will
if
get
you
to
want.
judge. If we write the same joke or a joke about the same story, we'll have what's called a joke off. Neil, will you play that audio for us?
Joke off.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get a little less robot-y on that, but you know, it's okay. It works for
Kevin
now.
Spacey likes that.
Yes, he sure does. Well, so yeah, when we joke each other off, you will get to be the judge. You pick your favorite joke of the two, and then it's just bragging rights. I believe I'm up by one right now.
Wow,
So-
I'm in the middle of a circle joke. Okay, all
There
right.
you go. Circle joke.
Circle joke. That might be the
title.
that might be
You
a
see what I
title
did
for
there?
the episode.
All right.
Would you like to
there's
go?
the camera. You see what I did there?
Also, like, yes, NASA. Or-
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that was really good.
All right, I'll kick
Yeah,
off.
you go first.
Yeah, I know. I'm a headliner.
Yeah.
All right.
So fun. All right, hold
He's
on.
the new third Beatle.
No, he's already in.
Now I know where the camera is.
What have we started?
All right, ready? Go
Yeah.
ahead, Bob.
Giuliani biographer spells out just how dire things are for penniless ex-Trump lawyer. The biographer described it as how bad things are going to look for me now that I've committed to writing a book on a subject for fuck it. I fucked it up.
Okay.
I just thought that could have
Start
been
the
good.
whole thing over. Do
How
it again.
bad things are going to look for me now that I've committed to writing about a subject who's only interesting to illiterate people.
You got the
Yeah.
ugh.
That's true. Well, that was more the delivery than the
That's
joke.
okay. I got a couple uhs coming my way
Yeah.
here. I just know it. I'm looking at these jokes. All right. Lauren Boebert says she ditched the Democrat filmed fondling her at Beetlejuice, saying, quote, "I learned to check party affiliation before going on a date," end quote. Rep Boebert added, "You better tell me you want a small government before you finger blast me in public to Harry Belafonte."
Hell.
You having a good day? Oh.
All right, this isn't exactly.
Yes.
Damn it! Every time you get me.
Sorry, I catch you with the tags.
Yes,
know, I
the
didn't
tag did it.
I will
All
call
right.
this a half joke off because it's on the same thing, but not the same exact.
Okay.
All right, Lauren Boebert addresses theater groping incident. I'm human too. Although many are quick to point out that this isn't a great excuse, as her date seemed far more interested in the silicon portion than the human portion.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, not exactly.
No,
a
it wasn't a
joke
joke. That's not a joke.
I'm
off.
giving the TI response.
Okay. All right. There's an opportunity zone in that joke somewhere.
Now,
all right.
T.I. is... No, I know who he is. Okay, no.
All right. New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez and wife indicted on bribery charges, Justice Department says. In a break with tradition, as usually corrupt scumbags from Jersey get sent on a job to Florida and never come back.
All right.
If you
T.I.
see Goodfellas.
Right, the comic.
T.I.
T.I. Yeah, T.I.
The guy from Ant-Man.
These are the whitest news reports ever.
Yeah.
I don't see this on BET News at all.
I
All right.
have a story for you. Don't
Okay,
worry, Keith.
all right.
Stay hang in the
The
pocket.
NBA.
Well, I got
On the last news articles, I forgot. I did. I regret to inform our listeners that I could not find an extended cut of the Lauren Boebert groping video.
Oh yeah, we looked.
We're stuck with the 22 seconds we got.
You know they filmed the whole thing, like we were saying.
It'll be out there later.
Yeah.
But it's just not there now.
I want the Zack Snyder cut.
Hell fucking yeah.
It's going to be long.
Yeah. It's not the only thing, Keith.
Amazon to crack down on self-publishers using AI-generated content. Their stance is that the human brain is something that needs to be preserved, or else people might devolve into mindless slugs only capable of menial labor. On second thought, never mind.
All right. Disney CEO says company will quiet the noise in culture wars, which is bad news for the upcoming Disney Plus series, The Hot Man on Mandalorian. That's a white joke right there.
You put the Star Wars. I'm watching it. I watch all the Star Wars content.
Have you watched Ashoka? All right, we can't get into
That's
this.
what I'm doing when I go home.
I'm on episode 3.
I haven't watched it yet. I want to start it.
All right. McConnell says government shutdowns always a loser for Republicans. He did clarify, though, that it's completely fine when a Republican temporarily shuts down.
Yeah, I like it.
I think he's AI. I don't even think he's.
Can AI stroke out?
Yeah. It just buffers. Yeah,
I like to use the original.
What happened is the computer got. They're typing it.
The wheels just spinning. Yeah, the pinwheel. All right. Former President Jimmy Carter and his wife Rosalind drove through a festival in his hometown of Plains, Georgia, just a week before his 99th birthday. 17 people are injured and many stalls were destroyed.
It's about that. Yeah, they weren't drunk.
Nice. Peanut butter was all over the place.
That's right. That's right. Old people tend to drive through farmers markets and whatnot, you know.
Well, no, he's a peanut farmer.
No, that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
I'm old.
No, I remember. I knew that. I just the news portion is where my brain shuts off.
We don't
weirdly
actually
enough.
read articles. I just copy and paste
Yeah.
headlines and then write a.
This is
write a
weirdly enough
punchline
the
to it.
dumbest segment of the entire podcast.
All right. Google sued after man died driving off collapsed bridge. The real shame of this is that anyone who would die in this sort of manner would probably be really easy to sell a bridge to.
Yeah. Alrighty. Donald Trump claims windmills drive whales crazy. And if Mr. Trump believes that, he should hear how crazy they get when you disparage burlesque dancing on a comedy podcast.
Oh, man.
Keith, there's a little backstory. We have a little ongoing drama.
I better not be fucking tagged in this one.
We have a little ongoing, a developing news story with the
I
with
heard the
burlesque
whole
community.
thing. I'm just.
All right. Anheuser-Busch says it will no longer amputate the tails off of Budweiser's Clydesdales. They said they're still reeling from the last time they had a promotional figure with a chopped off appendage.
Hey now. Nice.
That's going to get us a lot of hate comments
Now,
when
the
we
trans
clip
is
it
love
out.
Why do
jokes.
they amputate?
Yeah.
They just fucking. It's a haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's
They
just a
need
little
that,
off the top.
the horsetail's what swats the flies away from
Yeah.
their anus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Historian Ken Burns distances himself from Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas after photo. Burns apologized in a disembodied narration over the still photo, saying Justice Thomas and I are connected only in our shared desire to revisit the events of the Civil War.
Jeez. All right.
See, because he's a historian,
Yes,
Dave,
I
and
understand.
Clarence Thomas wants to.
Ken
okay.
Burns, he's,
You know,
he
if
was
you,
around
if
when
you
I-
have to explain it, ugh.
It's
Oh, you got the ugh now.
You know what's funny? As soon as you finish the last sentence, you started and
as you know, sometimes you know. Look, I don't make neither Dave nor I make
Just
any
because
claims.
I don't know who Mac Miller was doesn't mean I don't watch old documentaries.
Dave and I will be the first ones to admit that writing 15 news jokes a week is very difficult.
But you guys went straight to fucking CNN and World News Tonight. You guys watch Yahoo News where it's
I go
like,
to Yahoo.
We
Okay,
go-
I go to
Alright.
5 sources.
I tried to do it as like the regular news where I
Yeah.
hit like the famous people first, then I go to the news of the weird. You're gonna like it.
you gotta like the D'Aprile News because
I
they
know.
listen to
This
the
is
real
D'Aprile-
shit.
This is
The D'Aprile News, you motherfuckers.
I
Stock
even
market
I
stuff.
even go to Huffington Post, which is why
Huffington Post.
half my stories start with why Taylor Swift's dress was
Right.
a nude.
Nice.
All right, where was I? Oh. Texas teacher fired for showing Anne Frank graphic novel to 8th graders.
Mm.
Yeah, the school board thought they violated certain ethical codes in doing this and preferred they just stuck to the curriculum mandated rooting through her personal diary instead.
Well,
The
Keith?
Anne Frank graphic novel.
the Anne Frank graphic novel, and this was such a juicy story. We both wrote a joke on it.
Joke off.
Here we go. I have to find it because I was not planning to read that one right now. Okay. Texas teacher fired after assigning an illustrated Anne Frank book, mostly because it conflicts with Texas's new scratch and sniff version of Mein Kampf.
All right.
You don't even deserve a ugh.
Oh, come on.
That sounds like a win for
That
D.
sounds like a win for you. I think by default, because I didn't hear much reaction for yours either, but you can have it. We're tied.
And we're tied.
And we're tied. We're tied up yet again.
Tied
I
up.
can't pull away.
All right. Pro-life groups remind Trump they aren't a cheap date after recent abortion remarks. And they aren't lying about that because even if the restaurant is cheap, you'll still be paying for that date 18 years later.
Yep.
Dave,
sir.
Dave does
Yep.
the head nod confirmation of like, that was a joke.
We are
Yep.
done. Finn. Yeah.
And
End.
Yep.
Scene.
Here we go. You said you were going to punch me if I let off with it, so I buried it in the jokes.
No, it's
So
all right.
here we go.
It's all right.
Bill Belichick shares thoughts on Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce dating rumors, saying, quote, she'd be his biggest catch ever, end quote, which was very funny until Taylor started finding the cameras in her bedroom.
I get it.
You get it? Because he films
films,
warm-ups. He films warm-ups. That's Bill Belichick's thing.
All right.
Okay.
Vaccines are still tested with horseshoe crab blood. The industry is finally changing, which is a shame because the COVID vaccine worked perfectly with the scoring system of horseshoes. Close enough. It counts.
I like it.
It's stupid. I know.
Is this one of those news things that was made up and you guys?
No,
just
that
wrote
was-
it
No,
down?
that was real.
That
Well,
was
it
on
could be.
that was on NPR.
Oh, okay. Then it wasn't
NPR.
made up. I was going to say the stories themselves. We don't
I
actually
can
read.
guarantee you, if they're watching YouTube Live, they're not listening to NPR.
Well, that's why we're bringing it to
Yeah,
them.
we are trying to bring the news
Yeah.
to the people. You know,
MTV had news. Why can't fucking the
Oh,
Weekday
that's
come?
right. We are the Kurt Loaders of
I'm
comedy.
Tabitha, baby.
Okay, here we go.
All
We're
right,
getting a
here
little
we go.
more into the BET news for you.
Here we go. NBA.
Chris Brown hit with $2 million lawsuit over unpaid Popeyes chicken loan. And this proves to be interesting, as Popeyes employees are some of the few people on earth who can hit back harder than Chris Brown.
So he went to Chris Brown and he went to fried chicken.
And Popeyes fried chicken. How much more
God
inclusive
darn,
could
he
that
went-
joke be?
He went 2 in 1.
All right, let's bring it back to our people.
Jerry Seinfeld
What's
Adam
the
Silver
deal?
walked into
What's
about
the deal with these Russians? School children across Russia are being taught to fire weapons and throw grenades. It's a precautionary measure in case these children will one day have to go to war with Ukraine or be sent abroad to go to school in America.
That's a good one.
Nice.
Surgeons perform second ever pig heart transplant, trying to save a dying man. And here at the Weekday Comics, we wish comedian Jim Gillespie the best in his recovery.
Whoa.
They say the third heart is the charm, though. So I got more
Yo.
ongoing. These are developing stories, Keith. I'm
Why
sorry.
do they think a fucking animal is so close to fucking humans?
I don't know. They're putting the hearts in them, though. You know.
It's a good animal not to waste the rest on, though, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Those
rats can
doctors-
survive a fucking nuclear bomb. No human
Yeah.
can. Why are they testing
Cockroaches,
cancer on a rat?
We should get a big old rat heart in me.
Right, they're testing cancer on rats, and
Probably
the
gotta
rats,
tie
if
it
they
to-
die, it's like, you know what? If the rat dies, who can survive a nuclear fucking bomb? There's no,
Because
stop
you don't
it.
get a fucking bacon dinner after killing the patient.
That's true.
We get heart attacks after eating burritos. We shit at the fucking Taco Bell.
That is true.
They're testing the wrong shit.
Agreed. All right. Drinking diet soda amid pregnancy linked to autism in male offspring, says study. Most shocking result of this is the reason they were testing diet soda's effect on men was to see if it was one of the root causes of gay.
I see where you're going with that.
That sounds like a solid 7.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. East Bay woman gets prison for embezzling $1.7 million from the men's warehouse. And I think her new large cellmate is going to love the way she looks. I guarantee
Hey, that's for hair loss, right?
it. See, that's what we do. I was very happy when we made that mistake.
All right. New Jersey sparks terror fear with See Something, Say Something roadway campaign. Residents think the sign might be hacked because had it been actually written by a New Jerseyan, it would have read, "Never rat on your friends and always keep your mouth shut."
Hey,
you know what's
forget
good
about
for
it.
you. Yeah, hey. All right. NYPD to deploy robot cop to Times Square subway station. This top-of-the-line robot uses advanced biometric data to determine which dense crowd of people to wildly fire its gun into.
nice.
You know,
There we go.
NYPD,
How can it
not a lot
see
of
with
trigger.
graffiti all over the fucking lens of his face?
All right.
That robot will have some cool tags on it in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, let's fucking put a sticker on it.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Let's do that.
Road trip.
Yeah.
All right.
How long before all the fucking metal is fucking taken by the meth heads?
Hope that robot doesn't have any copper in it.
It'll look like the fucking exo fucking Terminator. It just
Just the exoskeleton. Yeah.
I found this. It's I swear to God, it's from Batteries Not Included. This is the real one. I found it. $10.
He's gonna be at the landfill. Yo, can we get this? Look, you have any ID? Come on, man. I got a hand. Look at this. I got a hand.
As long as it gives a thumbs up with its last act.
That's right. That's right.
Get the finger.
All right. Parliament under fire for giving monster who fought for Nazis during World War II standing ovation. They apologized, but quickly followed up with, "Hey, you parade a 150-year-old guy in front of us and call him a veteran. We stand up and clap. We're just doing our jobs."
Nice.
Bears raid Krispy Kreme donut van making delivery on Alaska military base. Officials suspect the next move from a bear who disrespects the troops and gorges himself on donuts is probably starting a podcast with Dave Primiano.
All right. Self-jab.
Yeah. Try to get myself every once in a while, you know.
All right. 2 more here? Okay.
Yeah, 2 more.
NASA asteroid sample lands safely in Utah before being whisked away by helicopter, which just goes to show that even if you're a chunk of rock floating through desolate, lifeless space, you too would be smart enough to know that Utah sucks.
Take that, Utah.
Got him again.
They already lost Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
Now this. How dare you?
Or the views expense of the views expressed here on they're not
Was your festival in Utah?
Keith Purnell would like to. Yeah, Keith Purnell would like to still tour in Utah, ladies and gentlemen, and please.
If you
hire
haven't
him.
performed here yet, that they will not like you.
Salt Lake City's pretty cool, as I hear it, but yeah, I don't know about.
I mean, they
outside
do
of it.
still cheer for Carl Malone and massive pedophiles. So
Yeah, well, you know, they don't
he's
mind.
worse
that.
than Kevin Spacey.
All right, where were we? Country artist Adam Mack removes himself from the Kentucky Tobacco Festival after they raised questions about his promoting homosexuality. That's right, because at the Kentucky Tobacco Festival, nobody is gay, but everybody spits. Because it's tobacco.
Another Mac I haven't heard of.
Because it's tobacco.
It's tobacco.
You just brought it from. I was about to go. I was like, okay, you brought it up.
All right. Finally, some football news that isn't Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Miami Dolphins score 70 points and take a knee rather than take a shot at NFL scoring mark. The coach figured they would let the 72 Dolphins carry on the legacy of being the sole record-setting team that people are eagerly awaiting for the last one to die off.
Oh.
That's true. If they scored another one, we'd have to reset the clock.
true.
I'm waiting for these.
Oh, cool. They're going to be annoying for the rest of my life now.
it's Mercury Morris and like
Yeah.
Zonka, I think.
Yeah, think that.
2 or 3 that are left.
Yeah, but
Well, they're still annoying when that last team loses its first game.
Yeah, but you gotta admit, they're like, okay, here we go. We still got it, motherfuckers. They don't put that on camera, though.
no, yeah, how happy they are when
Yeah.
the teams finally lose. The
14
undefeated
teams, 14 game season.
Yeah, right. Exactly. A lot easier. All right. My last joke. Australian zoologist Adam Britton pleads guilty to charges, including bestiality, as the court refuses to accept his defense. When they stick something into Steve Irwin, we stick something back into them.
Nice.
That's the news.
That's the
Do
news.
you feel enlightened?
Very.
I feel like
I have
you
a
learned.
news thing.
Oh, yeah. You have a
Go
news
nuts.
joke? Please.
Comedian Keith Purnell was just in Hershey, Pennsylvania. News is that he almost didn't make it because of the hurricane and the bad weather over the weekend. All right. He couldn't take the main road, so he had to take the Hershey Highway. Yeah, he took the back roads
Uh-oh.
full of accidents. He knew it was going to be bad because of all the skid marks in the
Yeah,
road.
It gets messy. It gets messy out there.
Ew.
You know.
Quote, I went through a lot of shit to get there. Okay.
Well, speaking of what you're doing and the shows you got coming up, why don't you let our audience know what you got coming up this week or in the coming weeks where they can see it?
Shit. Okay. Yeah. So every Wednesday, I'll be I host trivia at Tom Fuller's in Middletown, Delaware.
Cool.
Longest running trivia on the East Coast and probably more. I've been there for over 10 years.
Wow.
Kind of prizes.
Being a last in trivia, you get gift cards and you get me every week.
That in itself is like a trivia question.
Yeah. I'm actually a spermologist.
I was hoping.
Oh,
I was
wow,
hoping. I was
okay.
hoping you'd say T-shirt, and then maybe I'd show up. That's how I clothed myself in the early 2000s.
I'm a spermologist, which is a collector of trivia. So that's every Wednesday. Tom Fuller's, Middletown, Delaware. This Friday, when this airs, this is live.
This is live.
This is
Yeah.
live.
I'm in Honeybrook, PA at the Waynebrook Inn this Friday.
Great show.
Yeah,
So
two of
come
our
on out to
past,
that.
two of the guests of the past 3 weeks are on that lineup.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
That's
Really?
right.
Fenris,
Fenris.
who will get up there and then introduce the first comic immediately.
Yep.
And then get
Immediately.
drunk for the rest
And
of the
Brandon
night.
Dunbar,
Yeah.
I saw, is on.
Oh,
that
yeah. Is
too,
Dunbar
yeah.
on that? Yeah.
So
And
we
then,
fucking filled that lineup.
And then next week, I'll be going to Mexico for a week.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. And I got a show somewhere in Jersey after that, and then I got a
Nice.
bunch of stuff. So go
That's
there.
going to be a wake-up call when you come back from sunny Mexico, and then you're like, oh,
Right,
hello,
right.
Jersey.
I'm going
Hello,
to
New
Jersey. Yeah. Who's the genius that booked that was me for some weird reason. But yeah. So it's a lot of fun, man. Go
Well,
down
that's
there
cool.
and have some fun.
Where can our audience find you if they want to see like
You can
future
find me
shows?
on Facebook, Keith DJK Purnell. Instagram, comedian Keith Purnell. I don't know what my Twitter is.
Nah, it's all right. We don't. I
I don't know. I don't know what my X is.
Yeah.
The only X I know is Malcolm X.
There
I
you
don't
go.
fucking know, but
That's funny.
Appro-
Facebook and
Yeah.
Twitter. So check it out, man, and
Yeah,
make sure you check out Dan D'Aprile and
Oh.
D'Aprile.
Thank you.
All right, and Primiano. All right,
Nailed
make
it.
sure these guys are funny, man.
Thank
Despite nobody, we got one ugh. And
One
you got a
ugh.
half a ugh.
I feel like he should have deserved it. At
He
least
should have
a full
deserved
ugh.
it.
It
But
is his
no,
people's
I
noise.
I
I
was
let it
expecting
yeah.
worse, but no, they were all very good, man. So just
Thank you.
shouts out to you guys.
Ugh just makes me feel closer to my dead grandma. So,
Dave, I think she's looking down at you right now and saying, "Ugh."
That's true. And we only have heaven, so that's the only option.
So we only have heaven. And give it up for Neil too, man. Holding
Yeah.
it down, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm sitting
Thanks,
on Neil's bed right now. I farted 3 times,
I
so
know. Thanks, Keith.
sorry. I had collard greens earlier. I'm black
No.
and soul food.
Well,
No,
you
it's
are
good.
gonna have pink eye,
Enjoy.
Neil.
So
Well, that's awesome. Please check Keith out. He is so fucking funny. Do yourself a favor and go see him live. Dave, what do you have going up this week?
Not that soon, but I want you to start buying tickets now. I think it's October 16th. It's a Thursday show. Get the Arc Brewery because he had another one there, 12th, October 12th, and that didn't sell enough and it got canceled. I want mine to fucking not be canceled. So get your Arc Brewery tickets now.
Okay.
Again, so for our audio podcast, don't forget, guys, because we're on the audio. That's at Dave Prim Comedy on IG. You can check it out. And Keith, I think yours is at Keith Purnell Comedy, right? For your
Yes.
IG.
yes.
Yeah, so check those out, guys. Danny, what you got
Thank you.
coming
I'm at
up?
Danny D'Aprile. D'Aprile. Danny D'Aprile.
Yeah, no little...
No apostrophe.
yeah,
no apostrophe.
Because
Do they allow
Instagram, no, Instagram does not allow that.
Fucking racist.
Agreed.
Racist
motherfucker.
against
I agree.
Italians and
Mother-
affluent blacks.
And
Yeah.
Hold on, D'Aprile is Italian?
It is Italian. Listen.
Wow,
Yeah, I know.
that's a fucking. I don't know. We gotta check your lineage,
Ah,
man. I don't know if you could ever be made, man.
Oh no, I can't. I am too.
I can't either. Yeah,
I'm too
I'm not
monotone
100%.
Scottish. Yeah, I can't do it. But you can see me. You can see my Irish, Scottish, Italian ass at Late Night Laughs with Big J Yoder. We brought him up.
Yes.
That's his show at Soul Joel's. That is Friday night. I believe it starts at 9:00. You can see me there with a great lineup. Neil, are you on that show?
I'm not.
Oh, I thought you were. Anyway,
Man.
Neil was on that show at one point, and you were very funny. The Soul Joe show.
Oh no, yeah, I've done the show.
I just
Sorry,
thought you were on it. I thought you were on it
No,
this week. I
no,
don't know.
no.
Neil,
Good
on you. I'm out of that
Come on,
rotation.
Neil.
The
Say,
abortion
Keith, yeah,
closers,
Keith.
yeah.
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to talk over. Yeah, Keith. Yeah. We've run around in some of the same. We just haven't been on a show together. But yeah, I've been.
Oh,
out
never?
For a long
Yeah.
time.
Get this.
Get
Oh,
you.
some shit. I got you, man.
You
I
both
got
booked, so you guys can solve this problem as soon as we
Oh my
stop
God.
airing.
Yeah.
I'm getting you both booked, and then you can see me. I guess this is technically a booking. Mark Stodmeyer, friend of the show, he has pawned off his Hershey show to me. No, he has something he has to do.
Take the Hershey Highway.
That's right. I am taking the Hershey Highway. I'm going to be at the vineyard that he runs it at, and I just have Mark Stodmeyer Hershey shows, so that doesn't help my audience find me. But follow me on Danny D'Aprile. I'll be promoting it.
Boom. Nice.
Awesome, man.
Sick.
You can.
Neil, what do you want? I'm sorry, Neil.
It's all good.
So that was really,
It felt
really
like
weird. Please, Neil.
It just felt like you guys went down. I was like,
I feel
yeah,
like
we
he
can
told
end.
us
We don't
already.
have to.
No, I
No.
want to hear what you're doing, Neil.
Just
I
go
want to know
to-
what you're doing.
Just go to droptent.com for all the dates and details for Drop Tent shows. And you can check me out at iamneilwood.com for all my dates and details. And of course, check out Dave's stickers. I'm going to give these guys a bunch of stickers. So when you see them out on these shows, I don't know if they're going to sell them or not. They're not giving me any money. Probably not.
I have 7 of them
Sticking
and,
them in the bathroom.
and 3 friends.
They're
so-
going to leave here with a bunch.
That's
So
nice,
it's all
shit.
good. So
I
give
got
them out.
shit.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I got bracelets, man. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh,
boom.
nice.
See,
So,
mine,
man, who's dying?
mine are for the SPCA. So
Oh, that's
mine
cool.
For animal rescue. It's a tribute to my dog that passed. It's a whole thing.
That's
but
wonderful.
Forever Homes, FUR, or forever.
Forever home.
Forever Homes. Yeah.
Nice.
And so I sell them for like $3 of each one goes to the SPCA.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
It's more specifically towards pit bull rescue. So
Oh, cool.
KeithPurnell.com, forever homes. All right.
Boom.
Very cool. Well, awesome. That's a great way to leave off on a lovely charity for
Yes,
animals.
That's it.
If you want to see another charity for animals, watch us next week, Tuesday at 8. Who's our guest next
Jim
week?
Kelly.
Jim Kelly. Oh my God, one of my favorite.
Buffalo Bills quarterback Jim Kelly.
That's right.
No, he
4-time
died.
Super Bowl loser.
I was about to say, you dug the body up.
Exhumed.
Yes. Watch famous Bills quarterback decompose on camera live next week. No, the very, very funny
Yeah, he
Jim
can quarterback
Kelly
the Jets better than fucking.
better than Zach Wilson, that's for sure. But that's going to be a great show next week.
Yes.
We're looking forward to seeing you then. Keith, thank you so much. This was such a fun episode.
Yeah, man. Come back anytime, man.
Absolutely.
This was crazy.
Come back anytime. You
Yeah.
got it. Anytime you want.
You-
I like how you're inviting
Yeah,
yourself back.
his-
You're like,
his
I'll come back anytime.
Feet kicked up. He's fucking made himself at home.
man,
Neil's
I
going to
think
have to kick
gotta
you out of
find-
bed. Yeah.
I just hope my car is here when I fucking go outside.
Good luck.
I park. I don't know where I parked.
Hey, part of the gamble makes
I
it
had a
exciting.
meth head ask me if I wanted a pair of Vans and a bike with a flat tire. So
Well,
I may have to find them because I may need it to get home. But no, this is great, man.
My brother's doing that again.
well, you can see us next week, and you can see Keith walking home in about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. Thank you
Good
so
All right,
much.
Thank you.
Well, there we go. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Oh, man, that was we fucking landed that like Kerry Strug should have.
How you doing? This is Neil Wood from the Cult of Us podcast, speaking on behalf of DropTent Media Network, the network you're currently listening to. Make sure to check out all the other podcasts on the network. You can go to droptent.com to check them all out. Make sure to like, subscribe on everything that you see DropTent on. We appreciate it. Go to droptent.com now.
This has been a DropTent Media production.